好啦，到第4節啦，離地新聞咁樣啦。今次呢，我哋講啲咩科技有關呢？其實呢，就同星期5呢發生嘅事件有關嘅，就係所謂Ransomware 啊。咁啊，香港好似都係重災區之一。我哋加拿大暫時就未發生，不過呢，根據啲專家講就純屬好彩嘅啫。咁啊，香港同台灣同中國同埋呢個俄羅斯係最嚴重嘅，影響埋俄羅斯外內政部。咁若果你嘅電腦呢，多數你都睇唔到我哋節目噶啦。如果你中呢個 ransomware 嘅話，就係你開個電腦嘅時候呢，你發現呢，你所有嘅資料呢就會被鎖上，跟住呢，就有個 screen 出嚟就話呢，你要俾300蚊 Bitcoin，然之後呢就解鎖，然之後3個鐘頭之內你冇嘢做呢。你冇做嘢呢，佢就會繼續升落去嗰個價錢咁樣樣。又或者甚而至嗰2個禮拜你仍然唔做嘢嘅話呢，你所有嘢就會洗晒啦咁樣樣。即係呢個叫 ransomware，一個好特別嘅名嘅絕對係能夠 describe 到你中咗呢一個病毒嘅時候呢，你嘅反應嗰個心情叫做 wanna cry， 你想喊。
真係想喊啊！如果中咗病毒，另外就係全球有超過150個國家受影響，其實咁亦都英國本身個醫療系統 NHS 亦都好多醫院因為今次中咗呢個病毒咧，所以佢連成個 patient 嘅 system 佢都 down 咗，所以做唔到手術。加拿大有少部分醫療系統其實都有受影響。我哋安省 Oshawa 有間醫院都有呢個影響，但係佢就話因為佢自己嗰個 antivirus 做得好咧，就 block 咗呢個 virus。咁所以亦都令我諗到就係究竟其他地方佢哋本身喺 antivirus 嗰度做嘅工作係做得好唔好呢？究竟係唔係即係個人才啊？我諗英國 NHS 咁大嘅系統，亦都應該有好多人好多錢係負責去做呢啲嘢啦。咁但係佢都受害嚇。
即係除咗呢一個 NHS 啦，另外受影響嘅就包括呢一個 Telefonica，which is 係西班牙最大嘅電信公司，美國嘅 FedEx， 仲有俄國嘅內政部啊！哇，大佬，國家最高嘅部門之一竟然都中招喎！
其實會唔會係一種ransomware 係專係 cater for 呢啲大型嘅電腦，呢啲比較機密先重要啲嘅檔案咧？反而一般家庭用嘅電腦就冇咁 prone to 呢啲 attack，會唔會係咁樣呢？
其實反而未必喎。老實講句，嗱，要講翻呢個 WannaCry 呢一個ransomware 嘅出處嘅時候呢，就必須要 mention 少少嘢啦。其實呢，就係話根據唔少嘅調查啦，首先第一樣嘢就係話呢，少技術嘢啊，大家可能會覺得悶嘅。咁首先呢，原來呢就係 National Security Agency 美國嘅國家安全局呢，就響呢一個年初呢，就首先發現原來喺 Windows 呢個 operating system 入面有一個漏洞，佢就可以用呢個漏洞呢，就愛嚟 develop 一啲 spyware 呢，去入侵他人電腦。於是佢就 instead of 去通知 Microsoft 有一個咁嘅漏洞，佢唔話俾 Microsoft 知，然之後自己去 develop spyware。咁就 until 呢，就大約2個月前嘅時候呢。唔記得咗係咪 WikiLeaks 啦？咁就係WikiLeaks 啊，就漏咗一大批嘅文件呢，就係嚟自 CIA 嘅文件呢，就講到呢，就 NSA 呢有好多唔同嘅科技呢，係點樣入侵人嘅電腦啊，跟住俾人睇到啊，點樣聽啊之類。嗱，就當中就包括呢個漏洞。當時 NSA 就驚啦。即刻就同呢一個 Microsoft 講，咁於是咧 Microsoft 咧就即刻咧就嗰陣時應該係3月啊，就即刻咧就 develop 咗個 patch 咧就俾佢 support 嘅嗰啲 operating system， 講緊就係一啲比較新嘅 operating system 啊，7啦、8啦、10啦、Vista 呢一啲，咁佢仲 support 緊嘅，咁就俾呢個 patch， 所以若果你係用緊一啲比較新嘅 Windows operating system 係應該唔會中嘅，咁但係咧。對於一啲比較舊嘅佢冇 support 嘅嗰啲，例如其實有好多電腦都仲用緊嘅 XP 啦，仲有98啦，又或者係2000嗰啲咧，佢就冇俾個 patch 出去，佢講到明㗎嘛，我唔 support 㗎啦咁樣。咁於是咧，而家仲好多電腦其實就係屬於咧就 run 緊呢啲舊少少嘅 operating system 嘅一啲嘅電腦。即係我唔知 NHS 嘅電腦係咪都仲係 XP 啦嚇，我知道我公司有部分電腦都仲係 XP，
可能98
98都應該冇乜人用啦啩，因為 XP 其實聽講即係根據評論就話，當年 XP 係一個非常之好嘅 operating system， 所以好多人其實用咗之後咧，佢一路都冇 upgrade 到，係啦，即係其實你會睇到就係話，所以其實先2日 Microsoft 都話我破天荒去為嗰啲我唔再 support 嘅 operating system 嘅舊嘅 Windows 咧，都出 patch 啦，都出 patch 啦。你睇到嗰個影響嗰個範圍有幾大，係咯。
其實另一樣嘢我諗到科技我唔係好認識，但係我記得我哋中文辯論，我哋3個都有參與做評判或者參與呢個安省大專中文辯論。其中有幾年前有一個辯題就係話呢個 technology 啊，科技究竟為人帶來係好處定係壞處呢？即係利多於弊嗰類啦。當時其實亦都係令我諗到，亦都有一個朋友係提醒咗我，就係話其實 Franco 雖然科技聽落好似係幫到好多人進步，即係行到好前咁，但係當有事嘅時候呢，你嘅影響亦都係好廣泛嘅，即係有利亦都有弊。點樣去衡量呢？就真係睇下你係唔係受影響嗰個啦。2個星期前我好記得我係出咗去 Out of Town 咧，就 WhatsApp 嗰日 down 咗半日啊，好似係。咁好似係半日到嘅 down 咗嘅時間咧，喺香港又上頭條，唔同嘅新聞都上頭條，就話 WhatsApp down 咗，我點樣揾人啊？死啦！即係揸住部電話唔識用啊，因為冇 WhatsApp。咁就即係令我諗到嗰個辯題啦，就係話究竟而家嗰個科技行到去一個位咧，無論係大型嘅呢啲virus 定係小型嘅一啲 technical glitches，Facebook 啊 Instagram down 咗，可能啲人真係生活唔到噶咯，因為咁樣，即係成個流程，因為間唔中我哋又見到呢啲 cyber attack 呢啲，咁即係我自己電腦，除非你去某啲網站啦，正常嘅話可能未必會中一啲大型嘅毒嘅，會成個電腦 down 咗，但係都唔多唔少用電腦嘅人都應該中過噶啦。咁所以呢方面究竟今次只不過係一個開始嚟，一個先兆。我覺得將來就算你講恐怖分子又好，或者唔同嘅黑客啊，佢哋點樣去侵入去一個國家嘅系統呢？其實真係唔難嘅。我覺得對佢哋嚟講嚇。
咁其實呢，我諗我亦都諗到一樣嘢，就係話呢，點解我哋其實今日呢一代人呢，我哋其實響訓練咯，教育上面其實係好 handicap 嘅，即係我諗70-80年代，即係唔係話懷舊啦，但係70-80年代我哋嗰一代嘅人呢，其實或者其實更舊一代嘅人呢，我哋唔係一開始用計數機計數嚇，我哋一開始係數手指嚇，1+1等於2，2+2等於4，即係我哋係由數手指開始，或者背九因歌啦，OK 嚇，2、3如落
都好痛苦，嗰陣時背得好痛苦，
即係嗰個年代係啊，即係
到9981就真係死。
即係我哋用翻我哋自己嘅腦袋，即係相對於今日我哋係 strongly rely on 電腦去做好多嘅嘢，由呢個溝通、基本溝通去到 researching。以至去做一啲簡單嘅計數，我哋大家都唔再數手指啊！嚇，2+2等於4，開部電腦開個計算機嘅 software，然之後2+2，咁佢咪出個4字出嚟咯，咁樣樣。即係其實我諗我哋其實又或者打字，我哋唔識寫字噶啦，我哋而家嚇。即係我諗其實響呢一個培訓嗰方面，我諗我哋其實亦都需要咧。Back to basic 嘅即係因為我記得我哋其實咧亦都講翻就係話，我尋日咧就去咗一個私人少少嘅飯局，咁樣咧就兩私人少少飯，雖然話私人啦，但係有2個嚟自香港幾著名嘅人物，咁啊一個係李卓人，另一個係林榮基，大家仲記得呢個銅鑼灣書局嗰5子咧被捕咧就有佢份。咁當然啦，其他嘅嘢我諗喺其他地方咧再分享啦。但係當中提及有一個嘅對話，我覺得幾值得一提嘅就係喺當年咧就搞政治嘅人咧係睇書嘅，開 book club 嘅，即係大家喺歐洲攞晒啲書，由呢個馬克思列寧去到唔知啲聽都未聽過嘅哲學家咩奇克果乜叉咁樣嗰啲咁嘅嘢咧，每個人每人讀一本書，跟住咧就喺個 book club 度，大家互相喺度拆啦，係即係 真真正正去查啦。同今日我哋所有嘅新聞都係Facebook 我見到，咦呢個係真嘅咯喎，咁於是就當係真嘅。但係佢係邊個媒體掟出嚟嘅一啲嘢，於是我哋就有好多 argument of fake news 啊、alternative facts 啊等等之類嘅嘢。有時咧 facts 呢樣嘢咧，我諗有時 facts 係一啲嘢咧 ，we may not like to face，but if it is a fact，it is a fact。所以其實我諗我哋有好多嘢咧，真係要 back to basic 嘅，真係，即係你要了解政治，睇翻政治人寫嘅書，不論係好人定壞人，即使係希特拉我的奮鬥 Mein Kampf 都要睇㗎啦。即係你要睇，你要查，你自己親自去查，而 instead of 喺 Facebook 度睇到呢篇文咁樣講啊，我信啦咁樣。
其實當你其實科技係應該令到我哋嘅生活更加方便，但係如果太過方便代替咗我哋嘅思考咧，咁就好麻煩㗎啦。
係啦。咁同埋有時有啲分析咧，我哋自己個腦曉轉啦，因為其實都講翻就係話呢一個 WannaCry 嘅呢個 software 咧，而家停咗。星期六嘅時候停咗咧，都係因為一個有啲 think out of the box 嘅22歲細路，咁佢到而家都唔知佢實際係咩人嚟嘅，淨係知道佢 Twitter 有一個嘅 handling，係知道佢識得呢啲嘢。佢自己咧就 describe 就係話，原來我睇翻嘅時候發現，佢用11蚊，佢特登買咗一個網頁，一個網址，因為點解佢發現原來呢一個WannaCry 嘅 Ransomware 每次發動攻擊之前都會去一個網址嘅，OK， 咁然之後嗰個網址於是咧佢就買起咗呢個網址。佢買起咗呢個網址之後咧，發現嗰個 ware 繼續去 reach 喺攻擊前繼續 reach 嗰個 website，嗰個 website 嗰個名嗰個域名咧其實係 in random 咁出嚟嘅。咁但係佢買咗呢個 website 之後咧，嗰個 malware 一路去 reach 呢一個 website 嘅時候咧，就 reach 唔到啦，因為原來有人 own 咗啦。咁於是咧，佢就嗰個 killer switch 咁就 stop 咗呢一個嘅攻擊。
真係多謝佢，
好多謝佢，
真係好無意中，
就靠佢好無意中，佢所以成日都話 describe 佢係一個 accidental hero 咯。就係因為佢突然間心血來潮，咦見到佢成日 reach 呢個 website 喎，我買起呢個 website 先，咁就用11蚊就停咗成個攻擊啦。但係當然啦，到最後我諗喺呢度都要有少少 technical 嘅呼籲，就係話你到最後最好都係更新你嘅電腦嗰個 patch 啦。如果唔係咧，佢都話啦，若果嗰個人突然間改翻個 website 轉去另外一個嘅時候，佢可能會繼續嘅喎，咁樣咯。係啊。
多謝，真係多謝佢請佢食飯，佢唔止值11蚊啊！我諗應該有啲大公司要請佢翻嚟幫手。其實而家真係好多呢啲科技先進到一個地步，我自己都跟唔切。就算自己上啲 app 啊嗰啲，我都覺得原本我覺得我唔係太落後嘅。而家慢慢咧，見到啲細再年輕啲嘅咧，讀緊中學嗰啲咧，佢哋對於電腦嗰種嘅認識，簡直係真係一流。同埋我哋就算即係可以咁講啦，我哋 Justin Trudeau 總理佢都經常着眼於究竟而家現代呢個教育有冇包含埋唔同嘅電腦嘅教育啦嚇。咁無論係 AI 又好，或者係 coding 啊等等，呢啲係應該要一早就要學嘅嘢咧。喺加拿大本身科研其實可能亦都比其他地方係落後啦。咁所以我今次即係覺得好多唔同嘅警號啦。今次就希望即係大公司又好，或者係唔同嘅教育制度咧，都真係要落足呢個心機擺落去投資呢一方面。
係啦，咁我哋今次嘅時間都差唔多啦。咁樣咧就再同大家講一次啦。咁我哋咧係有個 Facebook page 嘅，我哋個 Facebook page 咧你喺上面 search 咧就 Layday News 一個字 LAYDAYNEWS 咧。咁我哋會有進一步嘅討論，例如我哋會掟一啲嘅文章上去啦。亦都會好似上次咁講，我哋掟一篇同國民陣線有關嘅文章上去咧，咁就有人回應喎，話俾我哋知一啲咁嘅嘢，於是就有我哋第一節嘅回應啦。咁樣咧，所以想進一步討論嘅時候咧，喺嗰個 web page 嗰度咧 就可以見到我哋更多嘅文章嘅。咁啊時間差唔多啦，咁啊下個禮拜再同大家
多謝咁多位。
Thank you，
拜拜。
母親節快樂。
It's too early to sound the all clear. The Europol Executive Director Rob Wainwright now joining us from London. And what is Europol's counsel, sir, to companies and employees as they get set to return to work on Monday in order to prevent the impact being any bigger than it is already?
Well, we've got to make sure, of course, the companies, first of all, are taking the dimensions of this cyber threat very seriously. That means if they don't have up-to-date systems, if they're not operating those, if they haven't patched some of the problems that have now been widely advertised, they better do that, I think, before their people turn back up to work on a Monday morning. Otherwise, this problem's going to get a whole lot worse.
What's the intel on why some countries seem to have been affected more than others?
I don't think, none of this seems to be targeted. It's an indiscriminate attack, preying on the fact that in some countries, in some sectors, some people have pretty poor digital hygiene skills, to be honest, you know, because if they had up-to-date systems or patch systems, they wouldn't have been affected. So insofar as there are some countries affected by more, it says something about the level of cyber awareness and just what the investment program might be in certain sectors, which is better, say, in the banking industry than perhaps in the health sector.
So what is your advice specifically to companies and employees at this point?
Well, first of all, you know, we at Europol, we're running around 200 global operations a year, and so we're well aware of the rising threat from ransomware. It's perhaps become the #1 cyber threat around the world right now, but we've never seen anything on this scale. And our concern is the way in which this, for the first time, we've seen something that combines the ransomware with a worm functionality. So the infection of one computer triggers rather remotely the an infection of entire networks. So this is, I think, a very strong wake-up call, as if they didn't need it already, that cybersecurity has to be a top-level executive priority. They have to put in place the right strategy, and to make sure, therefore, that some of the basics at least are done, not least over this weekend, so they can prepare for what's going to happen early next week.
Let me be very blunt about this. How bad could things be on Monday?
Well, that rather depends. I'm hoping, of course, that a majority of the companies who are running out-of-date, unpatched systems, you know, reading the newspapers here, their information security departments should be doing their work right now to fix that. So hopefully most of the problem will have been mitigated. But, you know, we had a temporary slowing down of the infection rate over Friday and Saturday because of the work of this cyber security researcher. The cyber criminals have already responded to that and issued a variant of the threat that gets beyond that. So numbers are rising again. We'll get to the point where we've identified this, and we're working with our global law enforcement partners. We will, and our private security partners, we will get a decryption tool eventually. But for the moment, it's still a live threat, and we're still in disaster recovery mode.
Very briefly, do you know if these hackers have the ability to view or collect any of the data that they are holding ransom?
Well, at Europol, we are collecting some data relating to the particular form of malware that is being spread here, and we are, of course, analysing that at our headquarters and with our international partners. And for the moment, that's not good enough for us to identify who those who are responsible for this, but I think we're well on the way to doing that.